I've lived inside of my own house for over 1 year and it's time for a change. So I decided to take a huge risk and move into a high-rise apartment in downtown. So as soon as you walk in, you're actually in the kitchen over here, and the kitchen is actually really big. I literally don't know how to cook, so right now I did just move in, but the only thing in the fridge is just water. And there probably won't be much else because I just DoorDash everything. I literally just got the keys to this like a day ago, so I have only a few stuff moved in here, like pots and pans, but obviously I'm just never using that either. What I really like about this apartment though is just kind of the modern finish of everything. I just really wanted it because it just honestly looks really nice. And like the little kind of finish over here on the backboard, it honestly is just aesthetic, you know? Over here I just have a few plates, but no one really cares about that. This is like an air fryer and I don't really use it. It's kind of just there. Of course, you got your usual oven over here with the microwave. Pretty basic kitchen, not much else to say. We got our little smoothie maker and this sink. I actually really like this sink because sometimes they're like divided and there's not much space, but with this you just have like a lot of space because I low-key kind of procrastinate washing dishes, so I can just store a lot here. There's just a good amount of storage all around. We got a toaster, some knives, and then I got this at West Palm Beach from Beamer Invasion. It's just a skateboard. I need to hang that up. It's kind of just there. One of the things that's kind of bad though is this is the pantry, so I actually don't have much space, but since I'm literally just living here alone, it's perfectly fine. There also is this really big island over here. You can see it's kind of messy with cables. I'll organize this later, but I have like a little RGB strip around it, and you put actual high chairs here. There's 2 spaces for them right there, and then if you walk around, there are actually a little bit of extra storage over here, so like some drawers, and then yeah, you got another extra space for high chairs, which is actually really useful because this apartment is pretty small, so I'm not even going to be getting like an actual table. This is where I'm literally going to eat my dinner, or actually on the couch. I literally eat all my food on the couch. So I literally did not even move in here at all. This is only stuff I brought from my car. So you can see we have a ton of boxes. Literally none of the furniture is in here at all. So passing by all of this, you can see the living room. I'll show you guys the entire view later, but this is the first bedroom, the kind of smaller version of the 2. So this is actually going to be where I sleep. Obviously, I'm actually going to get a bed. This is just an air mattress that doesn't even really have air. I kind of just got it there. I'm not even going to sleep on this. I'll actually bring my bed. But yeah, that's over there. And then you can see we're going to have my entire setup probably right over here. That's kind of what I'm guessing because we have one plug there and another one here. Plus, I also want to show you guys the view here. I kind of do think it will look pretty cool. So as you guys can see, there is unfortunately construction going on in my view, which kind of does suck. But overall, it actually is pretty nice, especially in person. I mean, it honestly is a huge upgrade over my backyard for my house where I literally just had like grass. So yeah, I'm honestly really happy with it. All I'm saying is it definitely is not a Miami penthouse type of view, but you still get a pretty good view of all the water, which is really sick. So like I was saying, I do plan on having the desk over here. It'll probably come out over here, and then I guess I'll probably put a plant here before like the door actually like swings open onto it. There is also a little bit of space over here, which I'm honestly just like guessing I'll probably most likely put a mirror, even though like the little light switch is over here, which is kind of weird. But I don't know really what to put here at all because honestly the layout of this room is a little bit awkward for what I want to do, but I think I'm just gonna put a shelf here, but that's for a different video. As you guys can see though, the ceilings are really high because it's not necessarily a penthouse like Miami, but it is on the highest floor. This is on the 12th floor of the building I'm in, which is the top floor, which is why the ceilings are like super high. And it actually does have a walk-in bathroom over here. As you guys can see, this is just like a tiny closet for like toilet paper or whatever else in there. And then I honestly really do like the bathroom. It has the same exact kind of finish as the kitchen, I'm pretty sure, and there's just a lot of space for whatever you would actually need in here, so that actually is really good. I did move a couple of things in here, which is pretty nice. We got like a little plant here, and then this over here is like the kind of shower slash like bathtub thing, but I literally never take baths, so I'm literally only going to use this as a shower. This is also something I just wanted to point out. I actually do really like the finishes they went in this building because this building was only built like 7 months ago, and I'm the first person to live in this one, so yeah, everything's kind of like really new, which I really liked. This is a closet, and honestly I did get a lot of my stuff in here already. We got some shirts, pants, hoodies, we got some of my like shoes over here and some hats, just some extra stuff over here as well. So yeah, and we have an entire bag of stuff I still need to add in here too. So yeah, we got quite a lot, and honestly for the guest kind of room, this closet is really big. It's like a big walk walk-in closet. One thing that's really weird about this though is there actually are two entrances into here. So this is the entrance from the room, and then this over here is the entrance back into like the main area, which is really weird. I did randomly hang up these like stuff. I actually might leave it here. I kind of do like them here, but I just have that hung up just for now, I guess. And then this is the living room, which honestly is really small and much smaller compared to what I'm used to. I'm not exactly sure of the measurement of it, but yeah, it is way smaller compared to what I'm used to. However, I mean, since I'm living here alone, it's literally perfectly fine. So they actually have like this built-in kind of cable management thing where you put the cable in here and kind of route it down here. So TV is definitely gonna go right over here. And before I show you guys the view, this is kind of what I'm planning for this. I think I'm gonna put the couch over here and kind of separate it a little bit, so it'll be like a little L shape, and probably put a plant here. That's kind of just what my mind is at right now, but I literally always change things like every month, so that probably won't last for long. And now let me actually open this up and show you guys the kind of balcony view. So this is my balcony, and honestly, I absolutely love it. I already ordered turf, which I am going to be adding all over here to kind of fill it out and just make it look really nice, and I might get some chairs here for the future. So you guys are able to get a better view with everything around. You can see there actually are a few spots where I can actually see the water, which is really nice, and honestly, I just absolutely love it. I can also kind of see the pool and like this nice chill area for my apartment, so yeah, it's honestly really nice. And then coming from the living room, you actually get into the master bedroom, which really is not that big. So over here on this wall, I honestly am probably gonna fit one desk and put it like some other kind of storage spots. I'm honestly not really too sure about how I want to put everything in here, but yeah, we got a nice window view over here. It has like a little shade. Honestly, I probably would just put like a little shelf over here so I'm at least using this space, because with this apartment compared to the size of my house, I definitely need to make use of every single inch of this apartment. And quite honestly, there is more than enough space over here for whatever I need. I'm probably gonna put two desks. I'll just completely decorate it and you guys will see it in the background of videos, but I just haven't even started planning that at all yet. Everywhere in this apartment has the exact same flooring as you guys can see, and they have like this kind of weird thing which I might end up using somehow for the decoration. I don't know, but I literally can't even reach that. I'm too short. There also is this really cool barn door over here, which is just really random, but I honestly like it because it doesn't like take up as much space as like a normal door. And now this is the master bathroom, and you can tell it is a little bit better compared to the other one. There are double sinks over here, and there's also more storage as well. And then this is basically like a bathroom closet, but I haven't seen one this big. Like, I'm straight up gonna add like a bunch of non-bathroom stuff in here. This is probably gonna be filled with like keyboards, mice, just a bunch of storage stuff. Honestly, I have no idea. And then this is actually the main shower for the master bathroom. I might honestly still use it, but yeah, my actual bedroom is going to be in the other part of the apartment, so I probably won't really use this one too much. But it definitely is way nicer. Honestly, I really like how it looks, and it's like, I don't even know. It's like glass, and Loki just looks aesthetic, you know? You got the toilet for the dookies. This is probably where I'm gonna make my friends use it, because I ain't gonna share the same bathrooms, bro. And then this closet inside of here is honestly huge. It's like almost like a mini den, if I'm being completely honest. You got railing all over here, and then even through here, it honestly is pretty like deep. So yeah, there's a lot of echo in here, but honestly, I'm gonna really use this space for storage. If I really wanted to, I could straight up add an entire desk over here. I could just take this out, add an entire desk, and yeah, I could literally use this as like a mini third room, because there honestly is so much space in here. And then in here is where all my internet stuff is, and I literally am getting 5 gigs up and down, so that's like 5,000 up and down basically, which is way better compared to what I get at my current house. So I'll be able to upload videos faster and download like games faster, so maybe more videos will come out as well. And honestly, that is pretty much all there is to it. It feels like it's a fourth of the size of my house, but it honestly, in terms of square footage, is like half, which is kind of crazy because it feels way smaller. Okay, this is kind of random, but I also found out that there's light like under here and you can dim it. Honestly, I'm all about my RGB lights, so I'm probably gonna put like some little purple plastic, and all this will be like purple and RGB, so that'll look really nice, low key. So as I mentioned in the intro, this is gonna be a huge change because I've lived in houses all my life except for like when I was 6. So yeah, this is gonna be very different, especially for the channel as well. As always, I do just have to thank thank you guys for even making this possible. I'm only 18 years old. I turned 18 like 2 months ago, and this is my second place I'm ever getting, and this is actually the place I'm finally going to be sleeping at. So this is where I'm going to really feel like I'm almost like an adult, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is definitely like a huge new chapter. So that's really exciting. There's going to be a lot more vlogs coming out because I need to make a huge room transformation, an entire living room transformation, and just do a lot of stuff. So let me know if you want to see more vlogs by dropping a like. And you can also drop a sub with noties so you don't miss those videos. Most importantly though, remember Jesus loves you, and that's about it. God bless.